How you doing? It's your boy, the boss, Jason Williams. I know we're really business casual up in here, right? New style, everything, a little bit change of difference, a little nice stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You want to be successful, you got to be successful. What was that? So, anyways, I'm gonna give you a backstory. It's gonna be a story time today, possibly a few stories. I don't know. I gotta see how this goes. But the first story is going to be about the time an MLM pyramid scheme, and it was a legitimate MLM pyramid scheme. It wasn't a legitimate MLM business. No, let me get this. I'll go in a little more detail what I mean by that later in the video. Sorry, I just got done cleaning up. So we're going to get in the video. Leave a like, subscribe, 100 likes. Let's get into it. Hey, be a boss and subscribe. Okay? Be a boss. So this first story time, I should say, um, it was a few years ago. In fact, I think some of these stories are actually from a few years ago. I just got out of the shower and I got a call on my cell phone at the time. Now, mind you, I'm always on the lookout for new business ventures, always. This guy comes at me, well, I'll explain in the video of how that call went, but I wanted to clarify something real quick. There is a misconception, especially on YouTube, that MLM automatically means it's a scam. Thing is, there are two types of MLMs. There's the pyramid schemes, the pyramid schemes where they're illegal MLMs operating illegally, and then there are what's called legal MLMs. A legal multi-level marketing company is perfectly legal to work as long. And by the way, I'm not a lawyer or business advice lawyer or anything, so always consult a lawyer. I'm just a guy on the YouTube channel. Okay. That said, let's get into it. I'm not a lawyer, not a certified financial planner. Do not take my advice as legal advice or financial advice. Please always consult the appropriate people for that. That said, let's get into it. But an illegal MLM will offer their service. An illegal MLM will always try to get you to recruit to sell their product. They have one product, you. They're going to try and sell you. They don't have a legitimate service or product. They will always focus on recruitment over the product. They'll say, oh, sell our business education course. Is an example of that. Uh, I forget the exact name of it. It was online business. Something was online business. They were actually shut down by the SEC for operating an illegal pyramid scheme. See, they will sell you some course or some digital product that you have to. That's what you're buying basically. You're not selling anything else. You're not selling a product or anything. You're recruiting people to buy that product. You're basically recruiting people to buy the same product that you bought. You're not selling a service like insurance or anything. You're not selling any legitimate service to society as a whole. You're selling a shitty online course that's going to teach you how to do business, and then that's all they sell you. They don't sell anything else. They just recruit you. They just focus on recruiting. That's an illegal pyramid scheme type MLM. A legitimate multi-level marketing does have recruitment, where they recruit to their friends and neighbors, but they also focus more heavily on the service they offer, like life insurance or whatever have you. Um, they will focus on their product. The majority of the revenue, according to the SEC, the majority of the revenue should always come from a product and or service for a MLM to be considered within the law. Within the law, you cannot be calling yourself a multi-level marketing business and offering an online course only and nothing else. You don't sell to the public or anything. That's an illegal scheme. Okay, but if you're selling like insurance, which I'm trying to get my state Kentucky life insurance license, I'm waiting on a background check, and you're selling insurance, whatever have you, and that's the main part of your business, then you're perfectly legal. You're within the confines of law. You're operating within the law. There are always going to be people, especially on YouTube, that will throw MLMs and pyramid schemes in the same basket, and they're slightly different. There's just a small grain line and technical difficulties. But that said, this is what that's what MLM is, a legal MLM. Now, this person tried to promote tried to recruit me into his illegal MLM. And there's always some words, buzzwords that illegal MLMs will use no matter what. You can, if you just listen to the pitch, don't, if you want to listen to it, listen for these things and then you'll explain. So that we're going to get into the video and we're going to see how much time we have left over. And if not, if so, I'll tell you a quick story about an interaction I had on Facebook. Yeah. About a potential business opportunity from an entrepreneur. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so here's the story time, folks. One time I just got a weird phone call about this guy who wanted to pitch me his business opportunity. I'm like, I didn't inquire about this, how to get my number. So I'm like, all right, hey, listen, pal. He's trying to go into his spiel right away. I'm like, oh, listen, I've got to take care of something real. Can you call me back in like 20 minutes? I said, sure, no problem, Mr. Williams. He started off saying, oh, it's a wonderful opportunity. You're going to love this. I've got an amazing opportunity for you. You're going to love it. It's going to be change your life forever. I'm like, and I said, well, let me stop right there, Chief. I got to take care of something real quick. Call me back in 20 minutes. He said, sure, no problem, sir. I went and got a shower. So I get dressed. I get in my jammies. I'm relaxed. I sit down. I take the call. I let him, here's the thing. You always want to be able to tell if something is a scam because you never know when opportunity's going to knock. It could have been a legitimate business, but I assumed it was a scam, which I was right to assume because it was a scam. You know, it'll pass you up. So I let him give me a spiel. He says, well, first off, Mr. Worms, I'm part of a secret group. Alarm bells already going off here, folks. The alarm bells are already going off in my head. I'm like, part of a secret group. I'm like, okay, do tell. And he said, I'm part of a secret group of multimillionaires, and we believe in passing it forward. And I'm going to share all this wealth with you and success and everything. All I ask for you is to share it with everyone else and pass it on. That's all we want. We want to create an entire world of multimillionaires and billionaires. No, he didn't say billionaires. Sorry, I'm thinking. He said multimillionaires. Probably didn't say billionaires or trillionaires, right? So, anyways, he goes on and he explains, we don't deal with banks where we don't pay, you don't pay taxes. All the income you get is tax free. It goes directly to this special card that we have access to. They give you a script how to you reach out. You got to go in you email your friends and family and anyone else you want. And if someone calls and signs you up and they sign up, you get paid on this card and it's tax free. You don't pay taxes and stuff. Well, I let him give his spiel, and I'm taking mental notes, and I'm like, you don't pay taxes. The only thing guaranteed in life is death and taxes, folks. That's the only thing guaranteed in life. So, and the SEC's, no, the IRS is a really, they're up there with the SEC on their generosity. The SEC is a civil organization. The IRS is, and all of them, they're very generous. They give you these silver bracelets if you don't pay your taxes and give you a free trip, all expenses paid to a facility that's so secure that you can only leave when they say you can leave. You know what I'm saying? It's present. Go to present tax evasion. Anyways, he goes and he gets to his spiel and he asks me, okay, Mr. Williams, do you have any questions? Oh, I have a few questions, my friend, but I simply use his own, and this is how I used his own words against his sales pitch. Oh, mind you, he told me he doesn't use the script, right? He doesn't read the script. They give you a script, but you say you don't ever have to use it because it's so wonderful and this product's so natural to sell. You don't need to use the script. They just give it to you as a formality. Okay. I imagine that was in the script he was supposed to give me. Anyways, he goes on, and mind you, this is all not verbatim. This has been a few years, so I'm trying to recall the best I can. So, apologize if it's a little wonky and chopped up at parts and confusing. So, anyways, he goes and asks me if I have any questions. I'm thinking to myself, I have a few questions. Well, he said questions or comments. I said, I've got a few questions. I say to myself, I've got a few questions and a few comments for you, pal. But I stick professionally and I asked him, so you say we don't pay taxes. So you're tax exempt. You're a 501c status and tax exempt by the state. He said, I didn't say that. You said that. Now remember, folks, earlier you said we don't pay taxes and we don't deal with banks. So he said that, but apparently he's saying I said it. So when did I say it? I was listening to him talking. And I actually called him on this. I'm like, no, you said you don't pay taxes, I mean you're tax exempt. You don't have to pay taxes, I mean you're a tax exempt nonprofit. He says, well, I don't know why they put that in the script. That's in the script. I don't know why they put that in there. Another lie. I'm like, hold up, hold up. You said you don't read the script, but you say that it's in the script. So are you reading from the script? And I listened very carefully as he goes quiet. He's ruffling through the his script. He's trying to figure. He's on panic mode. He's like, "Oh no, I'm losing him. I'm losing him." I'm like, "Listen, pal. You've checked every. You've not only checked the red, checked off every mark on the my list for red flags to watch out for on phone calls like this, but you surpassed it. You not only won the gold for quickest way to prove you're a scam, you straight up Usain bolted it to the finish line, pal. I'm not interested. Don't call me again. I ended the call. So we got a little bit more time. So oof, that was a brutality. So we've got a little bit more time here, and I'm going to tell you about this one guy. Now I was on Facebook. I'm not really on Facebook that much anymore. I don't even use it that much. I think I've got an account, but I don't log on. I don't care. Anyways, this guy comes in his business group, part of a business group. He says, I'm an entrepreneur, quote unquote entrepreneur, and I've got an amazing opportunity. So I reach out to him. He's like, okay, tell me more. Because I was bored, and I'm like, if he's truly, I'm curious what his business is. So he's telling me this potential business opportunity for a travel agency. I'm already got a headache. I'm like, all right, tell me more. So he says we're 500, we're self-contained, we're a 500 Fortune 500 company. You'll love working with us. I'm like, okay. So can you tell? And I asked him some hard questions, and he responded in not the best way for a quote unquote entrepreneur to respond to when he's been asked questions about his business. I asked him, can you tell me who the CEO of your company is? What's the revenue? What's your market cap? You know, these are things I want to know before investing in your business. He says, well, I'm an entrepreneur and I don't have to work with everyone. I don't have to work with you. No, you don't. And I don't. And I said, no, you don't. And I don't have to give you my money. I'm like, and I'm thinking, that's one of the, there's ways to overcome objections. That was not it. The way he overcame, and you receive objections in any business venture, no matter what it is, legitimate businesses. And you've got to be willing to overcome those objections in a calm manner. And he did not do it. I don't know if he is a hood rat or, he's just a scam artist. So I go and I check his profile. He's running multiple pyramid schemes. I'm thinking this got travel agencies, but he was running so many companies that I Googled and checked, and every one of them had been investigated for fraud and violations and actually found guilty and found to be later found to be a fraudulent company. Kind of curious if that entrepreneur is still being an entrepreneur, and he would always post and stuff. There are ways and here are the ways you can spot, because we got a little bit of time. Here are ways you can spot a scam artist. Someone calls you and says, we're 501c, tax exempt, we don't deal with banks, and we are part of a secret group. Obviously, you're not going to want to give them your money. I don't agree with them. I mean, come on. Jesus, Mortal Kombat, right? I had to choose Mortal Kombat gameplay. Well, we know what his fatality is. Anyways, back to the story. In general, the guy was a scam artist on Facebook, and I've recently got another one for a scam artist. This guy he contacted me and said, I've got an amazing opportunity. I want to send you a friend request. Friend request? Oh, that's not, there's never an issue, right? Anyways, he comes at me and he says, this is a credit building company. We'll teach you and give you all leads. And, he says, we'll give you all the leads. We'll give you everything you need to be successful, which is good. That's good. He didn't, say we're 501c send all that. And he said, here's a small price upfront cost of $500. $500 is some people's entire rent in some places. I'm sorry, that's a lot of cash, for some people. So he says, "Well, you're guaranteed to make six figures." You can't guarantee anything. That is a big no-no in any type of business. You cannot guarantee someone they're going to make a fortune. They're going to be multi-millionaires. You can't promise that. That's a red flag to me. Anyways, he tells me the name of the company and I search it. Turns out the company where the company is located, the state where the company is located, folks, the state where it's located. I'm making this clear. Has said they are operating. They're actually illegal to operate in their own state. Where they're operating out, they cannot legally operate. So not only is this a red flag to me, it tells me the whole damn business is illegal. And for those reasons, I was out. Shark Tank reference. Anyways, I think we got time. We're running out of time here, folks. But I just wanted to say, if someone comes to you and they tell you that they've got an amazing opportunity and they say, we're 501c, taxes in, we don't deal with banks, obviously you look for a scam. But also, be sure to do your own research. Even in legitimate MLM companies, there are going to be haters that are going to talk smack and, because they didn't, do whatever, they were fired for whatever reason. Do your own research, make your own decision. Obviously, if they're making it overly obvious this is a scam company, don't get involved. Don't waste your money. You're better off sending your money to that nice Nigerian prince, right? But if you come across an MLM company and they're offering a legitimate service, look into it. Do your own research, and now you've got some knowledge. So that's been the story time for today of my time that I had to deal with a few scam artists, and now you have some knowledge for yourselves. I hope you'll be a little bit smarter in businesses, and the whole goal of these story times and business advice and videos and channels to A, have fun, and B, give you some knowledge on business hands and how to spot scams, and also how to be successful in business and all that, and how to be bosses. The ultimate goal is to be a boss, right? So enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day. Y'all are amazing. Remember, this channel would not be where it is without you, the viewers, and my amazing channel manager, Poppy. Give it up to Poppy. Tap. Yay, Poppy. That's P-O-P-P or P-O-P-I. In the chat. Chat, say hi. Y'all are amazing. Love y'all. Take care. See ya. Remember, be a boss and subscribe. Hey, be sure to be a boss and subscribe and like the video.